Alright, yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Theo back today with another video. And this is gonna be more like of a sit down. You guys are gonna get to know me and you guys are gonna get to see why I strive so hard. Um I just wanna start off like I said, my name is Theo. Theo, Theo. Yes, I'm 19 years old. Yes, I'm in college. I'm just trying to figure my way out. I mean, I just trying to figure my way in life. Um, I've lost everything. Uh, and you guys might be like, damn, what is he talking about? Well, first I just want to start off on my backstory. Uh, they say ever since I was a young kid, I always had this dream of I'm gonna be successful. I'm gonna be successful. That was always my mindset, and it still is my mindset. So I chased money at a young age. The first few things I started to do was Fortnite. I used to play the tournaments, and I used to play the wagers as well because I wanted to make money so bad. That was my first few years. That's how I started to make my money, like the first when I was young. And after that, I got my first job at Chick-fil-A. Um, I had that job for a while, I'm not gonna lie. Uh, I had that job high school year. The job was horrible, dude. I hated working, dude. And I still do now hate, but I just have to think of it like as a you gotta take those, like you gotta take that step in life and you gotta be able to provide. But that's for later down. But yeah, that was my first job and I hated it, bro. The only thing I used to like about it though was I used to work with my homies. So bro, life was good at work sometimes, but bro, I used to come home every night and just dread having to clock in. Then boom. That's when I started my clothing brand. My 12th grade year, that's when I put in my 2 weeks. I said I gotta chill. I said I can't work a job anymore. I gotta find something I love. At that time, I had a love for clothes, right? So I started to make clothes. Uh, and the background of my brand was at a young age, I lost my mom due to breast cancer. Um, this turned my whole life upside down. I'm talking about I lost hope in everything. I lost hope in my future. I lost hope in God. And I just lost hope in everything because I lost my mom. I used to pray every day. Please help her, God. Help her, God. I was just asking God to bless me with money so that I was able to pay for her stuff and pay for the top health care and stuff like that. Um, and that's just not what he had planned. Cause I think she already knew what he had planned, but um, since I was so young, I didn't really know what he had planned like for her. So yeah, I started that clone brand in my mom's name. I used to make these crop T-shirts. It was like a crop shirt. It had like a big face on it, and on the back it said "Hello, my name is," and it had my mom's name. That did crazy, bro. Like my first drop, like my first month, 10K. Huge shout out to my ads manager. I do plan to start my brand again. That's something that you guys will see, but I think that's gonna be months from now. But yeah, huge shout out to my ads manager, Red, my boy Jaden Sanders. My first month I did 10K. I was like, damn, bro. They say folks are really gonna know my mom name. Then my second month, and I made some sweatpants and it had my mom name like all over them. That was another 10K month, a huge month as well. Said damn, and the thing that really like leaped off was with these hoodies I made. It was these pink hoodies with these rhinestones. I had basketball players wearing my stuff. I had famous people wearing my stuff, and that took off as well. Um, and after that, that's when I lost the plot of the brand. I started to look at the money a lot more. Cause at first when I had the brand, It was to spread my mom's name. Now, I just wanted the money. So after that, that's when the God, he seen I was on the wrong path and he snatched everything from me. I might not like that, but it was the hard truth, bruh. He needed to just to smack me back in, cause I started spending money on stupid stuff, like on a lot of like worldly things, on the stuff that I wanted. I was supposed to use that money, invest. I was supposed to buy like more clothes, like more stock, but I didn't. Then after that, that's when I lost everything with my brand. I only had a, I only had like a couple hundreds left, bruh. I was on my last dime. Um, then boom, that's when the breast he blew up, and a thing called social media marketing started. It's a dude I met, who I knew in high school, who I thought that I was close friends with. He asked me to start an agency with him, and we started that agency. Um, and the agency had ups and downs, but a lot of ups. At first, that's when we signed our first few clients. That's when we started to make like 5K a month with the agency. That's when we started to make 5 to like 8K a month, and then that's when we hit our first big 10K month. And after that, bro, that's when we just trying to find ways to break that 10K month. And then after that, he got the shiny object syndrome, what he calls it. He started to look at lead gen a lot more. And then it was one day where he called me. He said, "I don't need you anymore," and I was just like, "Damn." He said the reason was because I wasn't serious, because I went to car meets. But like I said, I wish him nothing but the best. I'm going to move on from there. So after that, like in my whole life, I never wanted to work a job. That's one thing I ran from. So after I lost my clone brand, after I lost my crypto money, after I lost my marketing like agency, I was at rock bottom, man, and I had to pay my bills. I was like, bro, you gotta find a way to pay your bills. So I had to restart everything, dude. I had to really sit down and just pray. I just had to ask God for guidance. So after that, I just had to get a job because I gotta pay my car note, bro. I gotta pay my rent. I gotta pay my bills. Um, do I like to wake up at 5 o'clock every morning just just to get ready, just to go to work, come back from work, go to college, then have to stay up all night? No, bro. But I have to. I just have to sit down and just thank God I'm here. And I just gotta do what I have to do, bro. Because in this life I will be successful. There's no ifs or buts. But in this life I will be successful. So here we are now. I don't know what just happened. It just like shut off. But I'm gonna finish this real quick. But yes, I did start the day trading. So I'm gonna show my journey from that. And I'm just gonna show you guys a glimpse of my life, from the cars I get, and just for me to level up. If you watch this whole thing, I thank you. If you have anything that you want to ask me as well, you can comment, and I'm going to find time to answer. But yeah, I'm going to build my relationship with God a lot more, and I'm going to build this YouTube channel as well. So yeah, I thank you guys for sitting down and watching me talk and yap about my life. But that's my backstory. That's why I'm gonna start everything. Um, and yeah, let's just see how far we go. Um, I love y'all. God loves y'all more. Y'all boys and girls, please stay safe. Put God first in everything that you do. He will never fail you. He will redirect you, but he will never fail you. So you guys stay safe, and I'll catch y'all next vlog.